What's good, y'all? Oh man, my hair probably looks really messy right now. I took a nap, then I went to church. I think good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. I don't think I recorded yet today. But yeah, just finished up with church. I had like more auditions earlier today. But yeah. Yeah, just finished up with church, and I'm gonna put a link to that mass in the description below because mass today was the homily today was very, very good, and I really loved the message that was sent. Basically, it just talks about how, like, we are all agents of love, in this world, and when people are treated unjustly because of the color of their skin or any other determinant factors, that we should not stay silent, and that this is a time for us to take action and cause real change so that those people are not treated unjustly anymore. And the Bishop Caggiano in the Diocese of Bridgeport in Connecticut calls to action and calls people to work towards ending racism, and I really love the fact that he took that stance, because it's not an easy thing to do, to take a stance, especially on social and political things, from coming from like your religious point of view, and being a leader in a religious faith, and I commend him a lot for taking a stance on that. And his message was beautiful, so I highly recommend it. The homily starts at 11 minutes and 23 seconds, so I'll put a link to that in the description below, and please watch it and listen to it, so because it's a really beautiful message, and I think it honestly truly portrays what many religions believe in, and what many religious texts are trying to share, which is a message of peace and love. So check it out, y'all. Cool. I just finished talking to my mom too, and told them to watch the mass if they haven't watched it yet. So they're watching it now. But yeah, I have a meeting in about a couple. I have an audition. Well, one last audition in a couple of minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I need to do some rewrites on my scripts, and then I'll talk to you guys later. So cool. Peace, y'all. Yo, what's good? Finally finished with auditions. Last audition. Cool. Yeah, it was a fun process. I had a good time. I really enjoyed everyone's performances, and surprisingly, like, in my head, when I think of like people doing auditions, because like whenever I do an audition, I honestly feel this way, so like everyone delivers it the same way. In my head, I like imagine everyone delivering it the same way that I had delivered it whenever I go in for an audition. And sometimes when I have seen other like people's takes, it is pretty similar to like my portrayal. However, it was fun seeing it from the other side, because there were a fair amount of different decisions and different takes on the lines. Even though it's only like 2 pages of script, there are a lot of different takes on it, and I respect the decisions that everybody made, and it was fun seeing the character in very, very different ways. So I enjoyed the process. I really loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. So cool. That being said, I just kind of reviewed my notes right now, and I think that I made a decision on it, and I'm pretty sure I made a decision on it. So so I'll be sending out that email maybe after dinner tonight, or I'll send it tomorrow morning. We'll see, because maybe I'll sit on it for a little bit. Because there was a solid number 2, maybe I'll give it till tomorrow morning. Give it some time to sit in and really resonate. But it was a fun process. I enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody who auditioned. I really appreciate all of you, and I appreciate all of you for taking this very seriously, because not only does it show respect for me, but it shows that that you're serious as an actor, and I really appreciate that, and I respect that about you. I take all of those different types of things to mind. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, awesome. It's kind of nice to relax on that for a little bit. I probably will be doing another casting though, depending on some responses that I get from people for a new script that I am writing. So we'll see what happens with that. But other than that, that's about it. That's about all I can say. Waiting for my chicken to defrost, but once that defrosts, I'm gonna cook some dinner. Really hungry, and yeah, cool. All right, y'all. Talk to you guys later. Peace. Yo, what's good, y'all? Oh man. Just tossed my laundry in the laundry. But yeah, I'm tired. I've been tired the whole day. I don't know why. I guess because I only slept for like 2 hours last night. Or 1 hour? I don't even know. I think I slept for 1 hour in all honesty. I couldn't sleep. But I ended up sleeping a lot today, like during the day. After my first audition that I had today, I cooked some lunch and then I basically just passed out. And then I had my evening audition and then did that, ate dinner, and I passed out again. I also went to church earlier today. But yeah, so it's basically like I had church and then called my mom. Let's see. Okay, so today was like I had my 1 hour sleep and then I woke up and then I was just like doing some I was reading some news and stuff like that. Just reading up on the news, I believe. And then I had my morning audition and then finished that, and then I ate lunch and then I passed out and then I woke up and I immediately just did church and then called my mom. Then I had my evening audition and then ate dinner and then I passed out again and then woke up, washed the dishes, woke up, washed the dishes, edited my script. Learned a lot. I did some research on camera angles and things like that for film, and learned a lot, in all honesty. Like two different, learned about. I'll put a link to like the thing that I used from like UT Austin to learn. But yeah, learned a lot. Learned about static and dynamic shots. Those are the two main shots. So like static shots are just like shots that are unmoving. Dynamic shots are shots with like different types of movements with the camera. And then with static shots, it's like there's so many different types of shots with like extreme close-up, medium shot, medium wide shot, extreme wide shot. And then like you have like all the different types of angles with the horizontal angles and the vertical angles with like the frontal, 3/4 frontal, rear, like 3/4 rear, I think, and like profile. And you have like with the verticals, like it's like kind of like the top down, the bottom up, and like the eyes front. I think those are like the three ones. And then you have like things with like static, not static, sorry, shock cuts and indecisive cuts. Learn about those and like how those are kind of those can be very inefficient types of cuts when you're doing scenes. And I learned actually that in my film Forgetting You, I did do a shock cut. A shock cut is basically when you have two very drastic shots, like camera angles. So in the scene where in Forgetting You, where I am where I'm on the phone, and then you have the over the shoulder like you have the over the shoulder like top down shot of me on my phone, and then you can see like the pictures of Tina on the phone. And in that one, so we have kind of like I would say it's kind of like a wide shot. I'd probably say it's like a wide shot, medium wide shot. No, it's a wide shot. So we have that static wide shot, and then it cuts to that kind of like, it's kind of like a rear, I'd say like a rear, almost 3/4 rear, angled, like over the shoulder shot, and with a top down angle. And those two angles, like from the wide shot to the close up to the rear close up, is very drastic, and that drasticness is called a shock cut. And a shock cut is basically like when you have those two angles, it might cause like a sense of shock to the audience, which may not always be good. However, I think in the tone of that film, it actually like kind of worked out, because I think like adding that shock factor like adds to the intensity, and like kind of like the desperation and despair and like negative tonal modes of the film. So I think the shock cut actually there was like unintentionally used properly. Yeah. But we also have things like indecisive cuts, where it's like, I don't think I didn't do any indecisive cuts in my film, but indecisive cuts are basically like when you have two different shots, but they're not really different from each other. And that could be very distracting, because people might think of it as like a mistake, like those shots are mistakes. So yeah, I learned about those. And then when we have our dynamic shots, we have like tilts, booms, pans, dolly, a truck, zoom, like dolly in, dolly out, just dolly in general. Yeah, there's so much information that I just learned, and then learned about like the 180 degree line type of thing, where it's like if you're doing two different camera angle shots, you should keep them within like 180 degree like angle, because if you cross that 180 degree like line with two different camera angle shots, like it can be very distracting, because it's very different viewpoints. Whereas like if you keep it within the same 180 degree, it's like you have like the same kind of like background setting and things of that sort. So like learn about that, learn about like a lot of like general rules about like all this stuff. And I forgot there's something about a 30 degree angle, where it's like in order to do like an effective, like I guess like a rotating type of shot, you need to make it not seem like an indecisive cut. If you're gonna keep like the same angle, it has to be more than like 30 degrees of like a switch in camera angle. In that way, it won't seem like an indecisive cut. So that was something I learned. Man, there's so much information I learned, but it was really dope and really insightful. And the reason why I learned this stuff is because like when I have my younger brother like edit proofread one of my screenplays that we're going to work on together, and he's going to be the cinematographer, he asked me if I could like fill in like the information on shots there, so that he can have a better picture of what kinds of shots I'm going to be doing, because he's going to be the cinematographer. So he gave me some like advice and some like technical like terminologies to learn, and then I researched them myself and learned about like a lot of different things. So yeah, really dope. It's exciting. I really enjoy learning about like all of this stuff in film. Honestly, I really do love it. So because like now that I know the terminologies and know like kind of like have a picture of like what they mean, especially with like the medium shot, like the medium wide shot, close up, you know, like those types of things with the static shots, as well as like like just in general all the terminologies. Now I have a better picture of like how I can picture like filming these things, and it's really dope. It's really, really dope. I like it. I really like it. It's very interesting. It's like piecing a puzzle together. Like growing up, I loved puzzles, like puzzle types of games. Like Sudoku is one of my favorite types of like puzzle mind games. And like, yeah, Sudoku is one of them. And this kind of feels like Sudoku, where it's like, you know, I I kind of know already some of the pieces of the puzzle, but I need to fill in everything else in order to make sure it's correct. And it's fun. I really enjoy it. Yeah. Like, I still really love acting because it also feels like a mind game puzzle in a different way. But this is like, it's like when I'm acting, it's like there's an internal type of mind game, and an internal type of puzzle for me to put together, which I really enjoy. But it's like there's an internal puzzle for me to figure out my character, but when it comes to the external puzzle, I'm just one piece of that puzzle. But now, like, doing the directing stuff, it's like I'm part of the external puzzle. Like I'm piecing together the external puzzle. So like that's like super interesting. I love it. I really do. I love puzzles. Puzzles are really fun. Yeah. I mean, like, I remember in college I did like a few puzzles, like just for fun. So yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I have a lot of, like, oddly enough, I feel like this sounds really lame, but in college I like have good memories of like doing puzzles. Like, I remember there's like a really big puzzle that we were doing. I forgot like how many pieces it was. We never completed it because one day we left the windows open in our apartment and it just flew all of like the pieces of the puzzle. Like, there was a windy day and it flew all the pieces of the puzzle all over the apartment and like lost some pieces and stuff like that. But I remember there's a puzzle that I was working on with my friends, and like I think there was like 6 of us that were working on the puzzle, and we just kind of like left it in the living room table of our apartment, and we would just like come back and hit it like every now and then. Like, we would have food, have a couple drinks, you know, and just like piece together a puzzle. And like it was a really big puzzle, so it was supposed to take like more than one day, but it was a lot of fun. Sadly, we never got to finish it because of that wind situation, but it was a lot of fun. So I don't know, I'm a nerd for puzzles, man. I'm a nerd for a lot of things. So yeah, but cool. I did learn that like LA will be opening up in this upcoming week, and hopefully I can get a haircut soon. So, because my hair is long, so can't wait to get a haircut. We'll see. JV's talking to our barber right now, so we'll see what's up with that. Cool. All right, you guys. That's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Good night. Peace.